What exactly is your immune system, and how does it keep you alive? Most people imagine an army of white blood cells marching around inside the body. But your immune system is not one organ, one army, or one command center. It is a vast living network spread through your skin, blood, bone marrow, lymph nodes, lungs, gut, and almost every tissue you have. And it is working right now, even if the most dangerous thing you have done today is open a paper envelope. One tiny paper cut can break the body's outer barrier. Within moments, nearby cells detect damage and release chemical alarms. Over the minutes and hours that follow, blood vessels change and reinforcements can arrive from the bloodstream. To you, it is barely an injury. To your immune system, the front gate is open, unfamiliar guests are entering, and nobody checked the invitation list. Before we follow what happens next, a quick note. This video is for general education only and is not medical advice. If you have persistent or concerning symptoms, please speak with a qualified healthcare professional, because the real job of your immune system is not simply to attack. It must recognize danger, protect healthy tissue, choose the right amount of force, remember previous threats, and stop when the danger is gone. So what is this invisible system, and how can billions of cells coordinate a defense without a commander? The army comparison is useful, but incomplete. Your immune system is also a surveillance network, border service, communication system, repair crew, memory bank, and peacekeeping force. It has no commander sitting behind a desk, and no tiny soldiers waiting in formation somewhere near your left kidney. It is woven into your biology. In a very real sense, your immune system is not merely inside you. It is part of what you are. Your trillions of human cells share space with countless outside substances and microbes. Some microbes can harm you. Many are harmless or useful. So the immune system cannot behave like an over-enthusiastic security guard tackling everyone who enters the building. That would be less protection and more very expensive disaster. The first level of defense is surprisingly simple. Keep unwanted things outside. Your skin forms a tough physical and chemical barrier. Mucus traps particles. Tiny cilia move material out of your airways. Tears and saliva wash exposed surfaces. Stomach acid makes life extremely inconvenient for many microbes. Many potential threats never make it beyond these barriers. No swelling, no heroic soundtrack. Just quiet, competent border control. Now return to our paper cut. The opening does not guarantee an infection, but if bacteria cross the damaged skin, they enter tissue where they definitely did not make a reservation. Nearby cells sense the injury. Tissue-resident macrophages, large immune cells that patrol and maintain tissues, move toward the scene. Macrophages are part guard, part cleanup crew, and part creature that solves problems by eating them. They engulf bacteria and damaged material while releasing chemical messages that warn nearby tissue and call for help. Those messages help trigger inflammation. Local blood vessels widen and become more permeable. More fluid and immune cells can enter the damaged area. This is one reason an injured finger may become red, warm, swollen, and tender. Inflammation has developed a terrible public relations problem, as if it were a villain waiting to ruin your afternoon. But during a short-term injury or infection, inflammation is part of the emergency response. It helps contain the problem, move reinforcements into the tissue, and begin repair. The problem is that immune power is expensive. The same tools that damage microbes can stress healthy cells. The response must control the threat without letting the rescue operation destroy the neighborhood. Among the first major reinforcements are neutrophils. They travel through the blood, detect chemical signals from the damaged area, pass through the vessel wall, and race toward the problem. Neutrophils are fast, aggressive, and not famous for long-term career planning. They attack microbes, and many die while macrophages continue fighting and cleaning up. Together, these early defenders belong to innate immunity, the rapid branch of defense that recognizes common patterns associated with microbes or tissue damage. Innate immunity does not need the name, family history, and personal hobbies of every bacterium. It recognizes broad signs of trouble and reacts quickly. Sometimes that is enough. But what happens if the local defenders cannot completely control the invasion? This is where one of the immune system's most interesting cells enters the story. The dendritic cell. A dendritic cell collects material from the scene, breaks the intruder into molecular fragments, and carries this evidence through the lymphatic system to a nearby lymph node. The lymph node is not simply that tender lump you notice when sick. It is where immune cells exchange information and search for the right specialist. Inside are huge numbers of T cells and B cells. Each carries receptors with a different shape. Most of them will not recognize this particular threat. The dendritic cell presents an antigen, an identifying fragment of the intruder, to passing T cells. This is the immune system version of holding up a suspicious photograph and asking, "Does anybody recognize this?" Most cells keep walking. Eventually, a matching T cell connects with the antigen, receives activation signals, and multiplies into a team of specialists with the same recognition ability. Adaptive immunity maintains an enormous library of possible receptors, increasing the chance that a few cells can recognize a new threat. Activated helper T cells help coordinate the response. They can support matching B cells, which multiply and develop into plasma cells. Plasma cells are antibody factories, and not a workshop producing 3 antibodies before lunch. Plasma cells release large quantities of highly specific antibodies. Depending on the situation, antibodies can block microbes from entering cells, clump targets together, or mark them so other immune defenses can remove them more efficiently. The response depends on the type of threat. During viral infections and some other intracellular infections, activated killer T cells can inspect the body's cells and destroy infected ones, limiting further spread. They are important specialists, but they are not necessarily the main actors in every small bacterial wound. It is tempting to imagine innate and adaptive immunity as 2 separate armies taking turns. They are not. Innate cells detect the emergency, create inflammation, and carry information. Adaptive cells bring precision and expand the response. Antibodies make some targets easier for innate cells to capture. Helper T cells strengthen and direct other defenders. The system succeeds because information, force, and cleanup work together. In our example, the bacteria are eventually controlled. Damaged tissue begins to heal. Danger signals fade. Now the immune system must do something that is just as important as starting the response. It must stop. Cells that stop receiving activation signals slow down or die. Macrophages clear microbes, damage cells, and cellular remains. This shutdown is a central requirement of a healthy immune response. An army that refuses to go home after the danger has passed is no longer protecting the city. It is just occupying it. If the adaptive immune system was strongly activated, most expanded T cells and antibody-producing cells are no longer needed once the threat is controlled. A smaller group may remain as memory cells. If the same threat returns, these cells may help the body respond faster and more effectively. You may completely forget the encounter. Your immune system may keep notes. Vaccines use this principle. They expose the immune system to an antigen, or instructions for producing one, so protective responses can develop without the full dangers of the disease. After seeing this defense system in action, it is easy to think stronger must mean healthier. But stronger in which direction? More inflammation? More aggressive antibodies? Less restraint? A macrophage that is now emotionally committed to eating absolutely everything? Too little immune activity can leave the body vulnerable. Too much or misdirected activity can contribute to allergies, inflammatory damage, or autoimmune disease. The goal is not maximum force. It is the right response, aimed at the right target, for the right amount of time. There is also no single switch that safely boosts the entire immune system. Normal immune function depends on familiar foundations: adequate sleep, sufficient nutrition, appropriate movement, recommended vaccination, stress care, and proper treatment of medical conditions. Nutrient deficiencies can weaken normal immune function, but taking more of a nutrient does not automatically create a better immune response. Biology is annoyingly resistant to the idea that more always means better. Supplements may also have risks or interactions, so individual medical advice belongs with a qualified professional. From one tiny paper cut, we have explored the immune system's overall strategy, even though a real minor cut may be resolved before every branch is needed. Barriers keep danger out. Innate cells respond quickly. Inflammation opens an emergency route. When more help is needed, dendritic cells carry evidence. and adaptive cells bring precision. Antibodies help identify targets. Macrophages clean the scene. Memory cells may prepare for a future encounter. And regulatory signals help tell the system when the fight is over. Your immune system is an army, but it is also a border, intelligence network, communication system, repair crew, memory bank, and peacekeeper. All of that happens quietly, every day, while you are busy being annoyed by a paper cut. If this explanation helped you understand your body, subscribe to Inside Immunity and turn on notifications. And tell us in the comments, which immune cell deserves the Employee of the Month award?